meditation, working with pain and sensations. Finding a comfortable seated position, closing the eyes, rolling shoulders back and down, spine is straight. Tuning into the body, tuning into the breath, letting go of all that came before, all that will come after, coming into this present moment, right here, right now, in the body, with the breath. Taking deep inhales, relax the exhales with no pauses. Maintaining a strong, connected breath. Begin by listening. Established the relaxed, natural state of mindfulness, where objects are simply coming and going. You don't have to do anything about them. There's no struggle, fight, no conflict. Very immediate connection to what the experience is. Bring that same quality of relaxed awareness to the sensation of the breath, either at the nostrils or rising and falling movement of the abdomen. Make a quiet mental note of in and out, or rising and falling, to establish attention on the actual experience of the breath. Walking meditation is a great example of being totally aware and in the body. We take something that can be mechanical and become aware and explore it from within, not from afar. Just as the sensations of walking in the walking meditation, the breath in the seated meditation provides the basis for the object of the meditation. As you are sitting, feeling the breath, you may find that sensations arise in the body in a way that is strong enough to take your attention away from the breath, so that sensations have become the predominant experience of the moment. So at that time, rather than struggle and try to push away the sensation to get back to the breath, completely let go of the awareness of the breath entirely. Allow your attention to settle fully on the experience of the sensation. This becomes the new meditation object. Make a quiet mental note of just what you're experiencing in that moment, whether it's pain, itching, perhaps a vibration, tingling. Try not to struggle for a word. If a word comes to you, then you can use it in the same way that you use the breath, to support awareness, to bring the mind directly into contact with the actual experience. The same quality of experience, relaxed, spacious, free. Don't try to control or change it. Simply allow things to come and go on their own accord. If the sensation that arises in the body is pleasant, Our conditioned tendency is to try to cling to it, to try to make it stay. If you feel that tendency arise, relax, open up, and see if you can be with the sensation of pleasure without the clinging, without holding on. If the experience that arises in the body is unpleasant or painful, our conditioning will be to push it away, to be afraid of it, to have mental and physical tension in relationship to it. If you see these reactions, see if you can release them. See if you can come back to the direct experience of the moment. What is the actual sensation of the pain? Rather, not lost in speculation. What is it going to feel like in 45 minutes? And not comparing it to what you think ought to be there. Feeling it directly. Not lost in criticism or judgment. Am I a bad meditator? What's the actual experience? Is it burning? Is it twisting? Is it cold? Whether pleasurable or painful, note the sensation. Does it change in any way? Does it grow stronger, weaker? Does it break apart? Does it disappear? Does it stay exactly the same? Having made this observation, see if you can bring attention back to the breath. Deep inhale, relaxed exhale, no pauses. Perhaps the sensation is still strong and is pulling your attention. That's fine. You can focus fully on the sensation, periodically returning to the anchor of the breath. Stay relaxed. You don't have to fight, no need to struggle. This is an inner exploration. We're taking an interest in this, which we call our bodies, and the tremendous flow of sensations that they actually are. If you find that you are fighting against the pain, hating it, growing more tense, it's better to change your posture and begin again. But see what happens when you don't relate the pain according to your conditioning. Be open to exploring it. What is it that is actually happening in this moment? If we have a painful sensation arise in the body, and we add it to a fearful anticipation of what the future or terrible self-judgment, then our painful physical sensation will change into mental agony. What happens when we don't add any of these things, but instead stay with the experience, remaining relaxed, observing, learning? If pain does arise, look at one small area within it. Look for the most intense point. Observe it. Notice how it changes, if it changes, as you watch it. Don't try to stay with painful sensation uninterruptedly. Keep bringing your attention back to the breath to remember that sense of being relaxed and not needing to be in control. Notice the difference between physical sensation when it's experienced directly and when we experience it in the future, such as this is the way it's going to be forever, pleasant or painful. See the difference between experiencing it directly in this moment or adding the past. My meditation was so much better. See the difference between experiencing it directly in this moment and adding a story, such as, this sensation means that I am the greatest meditator in the world or the worst meditator in the world. You opened the experience in the moment as it is and constantly changing. Allowing attention to move between hearing, the breath, and the sensations in the body. The breath becomes the anchor for our attention. We move to sensations when they're strong enough to take our attention away from the breath. We may spend very much of the sitting with the breath. We may spend very little of the sitting with the breath if the sensations are very strong. We allow attention to move freely according to what's most natural. Being relaxed and at ease is the key component. Allowing the waves of pleasure and pain to come and go. Rest the attention and the awareness of all these changing experiences. Notice that you can be aware of very great pleasure and very great pain in the body. And that awareness, the quality itself, can go anywhere. Mindfulness remains free and open and spacious, no matter what it's looking at. We cannot hold on to the pleasure. We cannot keep the pain from coming, but we can be aware. Use the mental noting to support this. If you note tingling or pain in a quiet way, it directs attention to the experience in the moment, and not to some story or interpretation about it. The goal is not to struggle against the pain, rather to have a clear and open awareness that can't go anywhere. Not to be lost in our habits or conditioning, but to see for ourselves directly what is the nature of pleasure, what is the nature of pain, what is the nature of awareness. If you feel a strong sensation in your body, get a brief sense of the rest of your body. Are you tensing up against it somewhere else in your body, if it's pain? Or are you trying to hold on to a pleasant sensation somewhere? In either case, once again, relax. Relax your body. Take a deep breath. Relax your mind. You can gently begin to open your eyes. See if you can bring the sense of being within your body, feeling the incredible world of sensation, being aware of all these changes into the rest of your day. Namaste.
Jab tam